my ghosts, goblins, and ghouls, welcome back to these spooky sessions. Or if you're new here, hello and welcome to what I am calling Evil Month. Each week this month, we are going through the 7 deadly sins and breaking down what exactly we can learn from evil. Because evil is out there, and if we're not using it to somehow benefit us, it's going to take us out. Because evil is here to steal, kill, and destroy, right? So if we're not somehow turning it into something that could benefit us or weaponizing ourselves against it, what are we doing? What are we doing? So today we're here to break down the 4th deadly sin, which is envy. And what exactly is envy? Envy is different than jealousy, because jealousy is being jealous of something that somebody has that you also have, but you're jealous of theirs, of their boyfriend, of their shirt, of their car, of their kitchen. That's jealousy. Envy, on the other hand, is being like a level above jealous of something that someone else has that you believe they don't deserve and that you do. And that's why envy is a deadly sin. Envy is a very fascinating trait to me because I think that envy can oftentimes be perceived as love. Because, hear me out, oftentimes people who are obsessed with someone, they're not actually in love with them, they're obsessed with them. Because when you're obsessed with someone, it's oftentimes because you actually want to be them. And sometimes people can't really understand the difference between being obsessed with someone and actually being in love with them. This is something I understood very well with my obsession with Taylor Swift. Other people thought that I was literally in love with her. Like, in love. And I'm like, what? No, I'm just obsessed with her. But that's the thing. Oftentimes, we're so obsessed with somebody, like a dude, for example, that we think we're actually in love with them, when in reality, we actually just want to be them. This has happened to me way more times than I care to admit. There are so many people out there that I've looked at and I've just gotten fixated on because they just possess something that I want. And I don't know how to interpret that besides just going bananas and thinking, he's the one, this is love, this is what I've been waiting for my whole life. It's him. Actually, it was his career. Actually, it was his style. Actually, it was his car. Actually, it was his German Shepherd. I have learned through a series of humbling events to hone in to these people that I become obsessed with and really hone into why am I obsessed with them? What exactly is it about them that I just want? What is it? Is it their style? Is it the fact that I want a leather jacket like his? Is it the fact that I want a pair of shoes like he has? Or she, whoever, you know what I mean. Who is it that you're stalking on Instagram? Going, I hate her! Why? Why do you hate her? Because she's pretty? Because she has clout? Because people comment on her pictures? What is it that just irks your skin? Why is that? And hone into it. Hone into it and figure out what that is and how can you get that for yourself. That way, you don't have to obsess over them because it's a waste of time and it's a waste of energy. Figure out what it is about them that you just, and how can you apply that to yourself and invest into yourself? Make people envious of you instead. Which brings me to this point. You need to do what is authentic to you. You can like whatever someone else does and then add that to you, your style, your life, whatever that might be, of course. Maybe it's what you're missing. Maybe that is exactly why you're attracted to it, because you feel like that is the niche that you're looking for. But you need to make it authentic to you. You want to buy that leather jacket? You do that. But make it your style. You're not going to grow if you don't have roots. You need roots planted in wherever it is you're at for you to grow. To be authentic, you need roots. You need to be based on something larger than whatever it is you're taking. You can take a stick, put it in the ground, but it's not going to grow because it doesn't have roots. I was the first professional mermaid in my hometown, and I was very trepidatious about putting myself out there, and I was so worried. I remember telling the magazine editor who was working on my first magazine article, I remember telling him, what if people copy my idea? Like, is this a bad idea to put myself out there? Am I better off, just trying to kind of stay low key and undercover until I get to the point where nobody else can copy what I'm doing? Like, should I kind of just play it low key until I get big enough? Or like, is this going to be my big break? Especially because I knew mermaiding was growing at a very quick rate. And I remember just thinking, what if I'm creating my own competition? And he gave me the best advice that I have ever received. This is what he told me. He told me, people may copy your idea. He said, but people will never be able to do it the way you do, because it's not authentic to them, and their heart isn't in it the way that yours is. He says, this is what you do. This is your passion. This is who you are. And he said, it's authentic to you. It beams through. He said, other people can do it, but they can't do it. You know what I mean? And I just remember being like speechless, and I was like, yeah, you're right. I have never forgotten that, and I don't think I ever will. And I remember so distinctly somebody telling me a few years later how other girls play mermaid. He said, other girls play mermaid, but he's like, but you are mermaid. Like, mermaid is you. And I was like, you know what? That magazine editor was right. He really was. He was right. And I really believed that, and it stayed consistent throughout my life. I've been told many times, even without a tail on, I just have this persona that I just give off this mermaid vibe, which is so funny because I don't feel that way at all, but it's so interesting to me how other people say that. They're like, I would totally have thought you were a mermaid even if I didn't know that you were, which also blows my mind because I don't feel like I give off that vibe at all, but it's so fascinating to me how people say that. And people say that I just live the mermaid lifestyle, which is also funny to me because I'm not even near a beach. But that's just true. It's the authenticity. This is just who I am. I just ooze out who I really am. One of the quotes I put in my magazine that I feel has stayed very consistent also throughout my life is, it's not a costume, it's a lifestyle. It is. It's not a costume for me. It is a lifestyle. And I think, again, it just oozes out that is what is authentic to me. So I want to ask you, what is authentic to you? People minimize their dreams so small so that they aren't worth pursuing. People then will look at somebody who has their life together, whether it's their career, their fashion sense, whatever it is you might feel like you're lacking in, and they look at them and they say, I'm just going to copy them because clearly they know what they're doing. People like that. People like look up to them when they look like that, when they do that, whatever. So they think that they can just copy them. Like, look at everyone who thinks they can look like Kylie Jenner. No, none of you look like Kylie Jenner. Stop. It's weird. Or remember like when the white Vans were a thing and everyone was wearing them? Stop. Literally do something that is authentic to you. Stop trying to be like everybody else. It's weird. You all look like clones. It's weird. Do something that is authentic to you. When you try to go and look like somebody else who thinks that they, or who does actually have it all together because it's authentic to them, that's only going to make you fail all the harder because it's not authentic to you. There's no ground foundation or roots to help you grow in that area when you're copying somebody else. It was authentic to them. It's not authentic to you. So what is authentic to you? Hone into that. Again, you can take traits from what they're doing. Like maybe I would wear white Vans every now and then. Maybe I'll wear something that Kylie Jenner would wear every now and then. But I'm not trying to be Kylie Jenner. Is wearing a Taylor Swift shirt authentic to you? Let it be so. Is wearing a Justin Bieber shirt authentic to you? So be it. Is wearing all black authentic to you? Cool. Is wearing no shirt authentic to you? You know how when people copy you, people like to tell you, they're just jealous, but imitation is the highest form of flattery. So take it as a compliment. I do not find that a compliment at all. I find it extremely insulting because first of all, this is authentic to me and you are not me. As much as you want to be, don't know why, you're not. You're not me. And so like, don't even try to be me. It's weird. It's weird. I don't like it. It's not flattering. It comes off like more stalkery than anything in my opinion. I don't like it. I don't. Especially because the majority of people who try to copy me are also dragging me down at the same time because they are obsessed with me because it's like that sense of love, the obsession love, that's like, I want to be her. So then they like try to copy me, but then they drag me down because they feel like they are getting feelings of love and they're like, no, that's not love. I can't be in love with this chick. So then they flip it to hate. Then they just start hating on me. And can we all not just be authentic? Like, whatever it is that you like, that I have done, take it. Use it for yourself, but like, keep it authentic. I can't even tell you how many people have dyed their hair blue after my hair was dyed blue. Now, I know that anyone can dye their hair blue, but it was very, very obvious that they did it after I did. After insulting my blue hair. I was like, oh, I see how it works. But it was really funny, and I honestly really enjoyed it because they could not pull it off. You know why? Because they aren't mermaids. They looked like a freak with blue hair that was washed out and disgusting. I actually managed to keep it looking nice. But I digress. Imagine how diverse and spectacular the world would be if everyone followed their life's calling and their purpose. If everyone did whatever was authentic to them. If you went out and did whatever was authentic to you. Instead, we idolize those people who actually do whatever is authentic to them. We idolize them instead of just taking the reins ourselves and doing what is authentic to us. If finding your authenticity is something that you struggle with, I can help you. This is something that has taken me years to really break down and figure out, what does it even mean to be authentic? I mean, honestly, what does that even mean? I know that's very hard to actually figure out, especially when you don't really know who you are. But it's also very fun. It's fun. There's nothing about it that honestly is not enjoyable. Figuring out who you are is, I think, one of the greatest parts of just being human, and realizing how many depths and levels you have and how many different personalities and sides and facets. It's so much fun. It really, really is. And I think that people are kind of intimidated by it because it is scary. It's a lot. But it's not so scary once you take the leap and you realize it's actually really cool on the other side. If you are interested in a free discovery call with me, you can book one in the link in the description below. You can also follow me on almost any social media platform at Make Waves Coach for more content like this. You can also find me on almost any social media platform at Mermaid Kassandra with a K, because I am a professional mermaid. If I didn't mention, I think I did a few too many times. You can check out my content. It's pretty cool. It's pretty authentic to me. You can also find my podcast, Make Waves Mermaid Kassandra, every place podcasts are found. I will talk to all of y'all in the next video with the next deadly sin. Until then, go out there and make people envious. I mean, sorry, I don't know where that one came from. Go out there and make waves. Mwah!